Alright, we should probably start talking about...
That's going in.
Hello again, interwebs. I'm Michael Ortiz.
I'm David Gansel. Welcome back. Welcome to episode 2.
Yes, episode 2 of the official TauProductions video blog, or Tau Talk.
Episode 2, twice as something as episode 1.
Yes, but twice as something else as well.
Oh.
We're just going to quickly dive right into what we have planned this evening. We're not going to beat around the bush. First up is our review of the most amazing film ever.
Science has proved that this is so.
Say that again.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there is one movie you need to see in your lifetime, one film you need to see before you die, one film that will complete your soul, it is The Giant Claw. Masterpiece about a massive alien prehistoric bird that comes to Earth and starts wreaking havoc.
The only reason we tracked this down to watch it was because it's the angry video game nerd's favorite monster movie.
Yeah, we watched his top 10 monster movies, and you know we were like, oh, that fits, and then we're like, The Giant Claw, what is that? So we had a friend of ours, our executive producer Kyle Fisher. We had him track it down. And it's actually right here, great.
On with another phenomenal movie.
The Giant Claw. We watched it, and let me tell you, this film takes itself way too seriously. Now, as
like every good B movie should.
Right, but with most monster movies, you can tell where the budget went to. You know, it's obvious that we didn't pay for actors, we didn't pay for sets, we didn't pay for props, we didn't pay for anything. We just paid for a cool monster. In this, it really looks like they kind of threw that out the window and got, mediocre actors, sets, props, whatever. And they're one of the cheesiest monsters I think has ever graced the silver screen. There's no way you can take the film seriously when you see this giant vulture bird monster puppet thing coming out and just be like, oh my god, I'm an airplane, it's gonna eat me. Oh, I forgot to mention, it eats airplanes. It's a bird that eats airplanes. It has freaking crazy googly eyes. Like, does anyone remember when they were a kid and they used to, there's like those bags of eyes you could buy at like the craft store to glue on something? It has eyes like that.
It's just a bird. A big bird. Guns, cannons, rockets. It's just a bird.
Sure, just a bird.
So, set the stage. We have this massive vulture puppet monster bird. You can't pick it up on radar, and you can't see it. All the pilots are like, I'm flying. What the crap was that giant black speck that flew past? Oh my goodness, we lost another plane, sir. Oh no, something must be up. It's the weather, obviously. They all radioed in a massive black blob that flew past them. The weather, of course. So they've been trying to shoot the schmuck out of this bird. And missiles, rockets, tank guns, bombs.
Our planes are armed with cannon, machine gun, and rockets.
Guns, cannons, rockets. Guns, cannons, rockets. Machine guns. Cannons.
Everything does not hurt it. Now you think, come on people, it's a giant freaking bird, shoot it, and then have dinner. But no. Nothing hurts it. So they go to this scientist guy, who's like the head of the United States' science department, who happens to be French, and they're all like, what is it? And him and his, very, amazing French accent tells them, oh, it is clearly, antimatter. And
why does your French accent sound exactly like your martial arts movie master accent?
Thought it kind of sounded more like an Emodian. Have you ever encountered the Jedi Knight before, sir?
Well, of course, they sound like martial arts movie masters.
I was trying, and I just couldn't come up with them. But anyway. But remember how cheesy that accent was? Same idea, just applied to French people. Like a ridiculous, over-the-top Clouseau. So he's explaining to them how this bird comes from some different planet, some different antimatter world, where apparently it's coated with this antimatter particles that when they react with regular matter particles, it's like, so it has this antimatter shield, so that's why nothing can hurt it, which raises a good question as to why how it's a bird with a shield?
Now, I'm no scientist, but I think I can safely say that neither were the writers of this film. So, I
don't think these writers had even taken a science class in their entire life.
Well, like many B movies, I mean, again, I know nothing about science. This is really something we should have, like, Putnam come in for. Putnam's our smart friend.
Anyone who's taken, like, chemistry in their life would know more than this.
But you always get the feeling with a lot of these, you know, sci-fi movies from the 50s that they were sort of playing a game of scientific Mad Libs, where they were taking whatever popular science buzzwords from the news at the time and just throwing them in.
No, he's onto something there. I mean,
just wait till we talk about Creature with the Atom Brain next time.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a time-oriented piece.
Aha, the word atom is popular. We must cash in on this success.
Yeah. So anyway, how do they figure out they're going to kill this bird? Well, clearly if it's got antimatter, they have to find... Even remember what they have to find?
I don't remember. I was just trying... You know, I was just waiting for the part where Big Bird runs away from home to join the bird and his family. And,
So basically they decide they need to find... like the quasi-neutron or something. This neutron that's only found in like 1 out of a trillion neutrons or something. And they figure that...
the one neutron to rule them all.
Right. So they figure they're going to make this machine that generates thousands of them. Okay, well first off you have this thing that is only found 1 in trillions, but you're going to make a machine that manufactures them. And they're going to shoot them like a gun as a weapon to hit the bird, to neutralize its shield, so that they can blow it to schmuck. Now that sounds crazy to begin with. But then they're going to mount it on an airplane. It's not like something they like strap on like a tank or like on the ground or make this, you know, this huge gun emplacement with this neutron cannon. They stick on the butt of an airplane. So they're flying. And it's them. Well, it's our hero character who's like, doo-doo-doo. And it's the woman character who's all like, doo-doo-doo. And it's the scientist guy who's all like, whoa, like, doo-doo-doo. Right. So eventually they shoot this thing, they blow it up. So it crashes in the water and goes kaplunk. And the movie kind of just ends with it just going, blah, blah, blah. And that's like the end of the movie. I mean, it's kind of anticlimactic. So what makes the film so amazing, so stupendous, so unmissable is the fact that the monster is so ridiculous and so out there and so bizarre and so cheesy, and yet we have every single character and actor in the movie just taking it so seriously. Like, I don't know about you, but if there's something that looked that ugly and stupid was flying around terrorizing the world right now, I don't think I'd be scared. I think I'd probably just laugh myself to death.
It honestly, the monster honestly does look like it was designed by Jim Henson, and I'm not talking about one of his cool designs like, you know, Labyrinth of the Dark Crystal or something. I'm talking one of his fun designs. I'm talking, you know, you could see this monster chilling with Gonzo, and frankly, I want to see that movie.
Yeah, the monster really looks like the giant bastard grandfather of a Skeksis from Dark Crystal.
So, anyway, Giant Claw, very enjoyable flick, and longtime fans of B movies, especially fans of Mystery Science Theater, will no doubt recognize Jeff Morrow from This Island Earth.
He may work for the government, but man, he kind of makes his own rules.
So does a 3-year-old child until his mother spanks him.
Mother, dear mother, I'm ready if you are.
I must have left the switch on.
And next time we will be talking about the other movie that came bundled on this DVD, Creature with the Atom Brain, which actually was a lot less cheesy than it sounds, and yet most of its awesomeness just comes from the fact that the protagonist's name is Chet Walker.
Chet Walker.
Can you honestly come up with a cooler name than Chet Walker?
Texas Ranger. So yeah, next time we'll be doing a review of that. Definitely something you don't want to miss. But moving on to our own world.
Yes. We make movies too sometimes.
Yes, when we feel the need or the ability.
Every time we hear the call of the wild, we just have to go out and must make a movie.
That's what London really was writing about.
Yeah, Jack London. It's a very primal thing. So does that mean White Fang was about someone who gets tamed and goes back to just watching movies?
Maybe. That's a good way to think about it. Anyway, moving on. Last time, in our last blog, we introduced our newest project, Incubus, and we showed you footage from the very first script reading we had. Now, it wasn't the most amazing footage. You know, granted, we had to start at the beginning.
Just be glad we don't have footage of him actually writing the script, because that would have been incredibly boring.
Yeah. I think I was in my pajamas for most of it. So.
And nobody wants to see that. I'm his roommate and I don't want to see that.
You know you do. Pajamas. Anyway, so we currently have completed shoot day number 4. And since we have to, we'll go from the beginning, what you're going to see today is the footage from shoot day number 1. A late addition to the cast, J.D. Fine. Like our DP, he is a bunch of energy. So I was a little nervous about how well he was going to come across, but I was impressed. He not only, met my expectations, he exceeded it. So, kudos to him,
And what about our other last-minute replacement cast member?
Yes. Well, for anyone who's seen Paranoia the movie, and anyone who has, caught a sneak preview or whatever you want to call it, Crockland.
Or anyone who just knows the lovable Phil Luciano.
Yes. They'll know Phil Luciano. And let me tell you, this guy is hysterical. He's wonderful. There's just no way around him. He's just like a giant teddy bear that makes you laugh.
A witty teddy bear.
A witty teddy bear.
He's a witty bear.
Aww. So originally he had been cast for the role of the character Jake.
Who's a comic relief character.
Right.
So it worked.
And, oh my goodness, we were set. He had been at the script reading. He had done his shtick.
Not in any of the footage you saw because the tape ran out before he got there, but...
Right, but he had done his thing, and it was hysterical, and I could not wait. Fortunately, the day before the shoot, he had some sort of, family emergency or whatever, and he couldn't be there. There was no way I could reschedule the shoot. Everything had been set. It was basically like, if I don't shoot, if we don't shoot this day, we might as well scrap the project. So, I kind of frantically looked for someone to replace him, but I knew that, no one can meet the same level of Phil. So, I eventually stepped in to fill his place. Not something I wanted to do.
Even though something you pretty much always do.
But, it had to be done, and I took the role. Not really proud of it, not gonna lie. It's just something that had to be done.
Desperate measures. So, Phil will have a different cameo in the film.
Yeah.
Because we can't make the movie without Phil. That would be like...
That'd be a travesty.
That'd be like making the movie without sound.
They used to do that,
Yeah, and they used to make movies without Phil, but not anymore.
The world is a happier place with Phil.
It's true. Phil, if you're watching this, I'm going to name all of my children after you.
That's a little weird, especially if they're girls. What are they going to be, Philolina?
Isn't there a female variation of Phil? If it wasn't, 11 at night, and if I'd actually gotten sleep over the past month, I would be quicker with these things, but...
So, no film would be anything without its protagonist. And in the case of Incubus, we've done something we've never done before, which is...
Well, we've done a lot of things we've never done before.
That's true. That is true. But I meant in regards to our protagonist.
We cast someone who can actually act.
That is the first thing we've done. Hey, Putnam can act.
That's true.
John could act.
Definitely can act.
Okay, case in point, we cast a woman. Yeah, they do exist, and yeah, we managed to get one.
I met her because she was in a volleyball class with myself and our friend Lisa, and she and Lisa had done a semester in England together previously, so they already knew each other. And while they were in England, Lisa showed her all our films because she's awesome like that. And so it basically all started when we were shooting a sort of proof of concept for this project that was a mini prequel of sorts
Right.
that you were doing for another class. And we needed an actress for a role, so it was one of two actresses we actually approached to see if she was interested for the small role, and both actresses we approached ended up with parts in the larger project.
Right.
And Kat got the lead role.
Yeah.
And that sounded as uninteresting as imaginable, but really it's a good story, and I just suck at telling it.
It's okay. Jesus still loves you
Somehow.
Pretty much what it boils down to is the fact that Kat has done a fantastic job. I can't stress enough how much I am impressed with both her level of commitment, her professionalism, and just how good she is. Like, I'm not gonna lie. We've gone from...
What the hell voice was that?
I don't know. One that just pulled out in the closet somewhere.
What else have you got hiding in there?
You don't want to know, kiddo.
I really don't. I don't know why I asked.
But, no, I mean, like, I could not have asked for a better lead. Seriously. I don't even know what to say right now because everything is just too positive, and that's not like me.
You're right. Start thinking of something that really pisses you off, and then you'll be back to normal.
Remaking Spaced.
Oh God, yes.
That pisses me off.
We need to save that for another episode.
We do.
But Space coming to DVD in the U.S. finally.
That's not getting me happy again. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. That was for my own benefit.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Can I just say that I have a man crush on Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright, and Nick Frost all at the same time, and I don't care how weird that makes me.
Yeah. Totally understand where you're coming from.
Oh, shut up. You know you do too.
Excuse me, I have a man crush on Hugh Jackman. Christian Bale. And Squall. Squall is...
You're so freaking mainstream.
Okay. The first scene was pretty much where most of the characters meet each other. So it's kind of that whole introduction sort of scene.
So basically, almost the entire cast is in this scene.
Yeah.
Some of them don't really do anything in it.
Right.
We're sorry, Jen. But
Yeah, we are. You're a great sport. But I don't know. We might have mentioned this previously, but the main cast of the film is about 9 people. That's a lot.
it's the largest, cast of main characters we've ever dealt with. Like, for Paranoia, we had 2 main characters, Putnam and this bloke here. Then for Crockland, 4 main characters, the Fellowship of 4. And now we just keep approximately doubling. So next time we're gonna have like 18 people all gathered around, and
It's gonna be a crazy movie.
it's gonna be an ensemble piece. We might as well just go for broke and do a TV series at that point.
I hear the ideas calling to me. Anyway, so right now we're gonna take a look at the footage that we have from the first shoot.
Yes.
It's quite a bit more interesting than that table read.
This footage was shot. Some of it was shot by me, but most of it was shot by Vicky's sister, Kristen.
Yes, brought to you by Kristen Kiefer. So be sure to thank her. So
You know, next time you run into her.
yeah. So let's take a look. Be careful, because that has a light. I know.
Whose is that?
Go ahead, back in.
I like that. Most shots would be great.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
You play some catch for me.
Just in time.
I don't.
Watch for the toes. It's gonna be hot.
So I feel like
Over here.
someone who's not doing something, can you come over here? I'm feeling handheld. Someone who's not busy.
Okay, so at the beginning of the
Such a gritty environment.
Are entering.
The handheld.
Stand here.
Yeah, I think so.
See, here's the thing. I don't know if Mike wants
Too many lines in there, though.
Stay right here. Stay right here.
No, it's fine. Wait.
Stay right here.
Stand here.
Stand here.
Stand.
My line's in there, your line's in there.
I don't know if Mike wants the Marines and the mercenaries to enter from the same
What
place.
we're gonna do? Okay, so if these two are talking here like this, what you're gonna do is
All right.
you're gonna put it in the middle.
Get a few shots from back.
Yeah, Mike said he wanted to rest it
That's
back here.
like-
Better than it was. A little better.
What was that?
Monitor girl.
Hi.
Bike girl. Marie girl.
It's actually 3 different takes.
You guys, form up. Except you, you're good. Stay. Me!
Matt, come here. Matt, come here.
Or at least, you know, stand in.
Walk in. Just walk in the shot.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Okay, now don't look down towards the microphone, but you need to project into the microphone, okay?
We just had this conversation.
This is gonna blow!
That's too extreme. Me. Say your line like you were gonna say it.
This is gonna blow. Tell that
Slightly louder.
But we don't really have time to adjust it.
Sure we do.
No, we don't really.
I'm gonna talk in this voice.
Can you hear him?
Can you project more? Yes! Without shouting? Yes. Make a piercing tone, if you know what I mean.
This mission's gonna blow.
A piercing tone. not like that.
No, like, come on, man. ¿Qué pasa, Mufasa?
Okay, Matt, I actually need Matt. I need your audio level to come up. Cody, I need yours to come
That's gonna
down
be the best
just a very
footage on
tiny
it.
bit, okay?
Oh yeah.
Entire movie.
Yeah,
Am I recording?
Okay, roll sound.
Felt like I pulled it.
Rolling.
Roll camera.
It's still blinking. Stand up there. It is rolling.
All right. Action.
This is gonna blow.
Can it?
I don't even know what the hell you're doing.
Didn't I just tell you to shut up?
Yeah, but
Well then shut up!
All right, take it back.
Come on guys. Oh yeah, we gotta get out farther. Well we're trying to work with the mic and with the people.
Yeah, take it.
how about this is just a Matt and Cody scene? Rolling.
Roll camera.
Not quite rolling yet. Rolling.
Action. Ready.
Action.
This mission's gonna blow.
Can it, Marine?
I don't even know what the hell we're getting into.
Didn't I just tell you to shut up? Well then do it!
Cut.
You were blocking him.
Blocking like
Shut
you in
up.
his entire face.
Except that was really good, Cody.
You mean just in the beginning?
That was good.
Just in the beginning then I stepped back.
Yeah, it was
You
just
gotta,
for a
you gotta
second.
give credit where credit's due.
You did get on the
Alright.
did cover it, but
Keep it back down.
Mike, whenever you're ready.
Ready? Roll sound.
Rolling.
Roll camera.
Rolling.
Action.
This mission's gonna blow.
Can it, Marine?
We don't even know what the hell we're getting into.
Didn't I just tell you to shut up?
Yeah.
Well then do it!
Okay.
Where do you want the tripod?
Well, we didn't figure out the shot because they're coming in from this way. I lied. That's where we're coming in from.
Yes, you are they.
May I please go up there?
You're not going to be in for the shot.
I mean the camera.
What, you want it to be above head?
How awesome would it be just seeing you walking in the
Kind of
shot?
cool. I like
Yeah,
it actually.
but that doesn't present well. Because then it's not faces. We want faces.
I don't present well.
Okay,
Look
how
at
about
me.
here? There's a lot of walking room up there.
We don't have a lot of time.
Is it not hard to get up?
True. Okay, hurry up.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, action.
Let's hope your men can behave themselves.
This might be hard. He's such a hot piece of ass in command.
Let's get something straight. I'm not some street corner harlot. I'm an officer in the United Nations Marine Corps, and you will respect that.
No!
Word of the law.
Word of the law!
Just word of the law.
Word of the law!
Alright, guys,
Let's keep it.
That's perfect.
I was not recording for that.
Just word of the law.
It's okay, Matt, if you enunciate a little more, it'll still...
And your impressions on the first day of the shoot?
I'm so glad I brought my MacBook down and we didn't even use it.
So we hope you enjoyed that.
I know I did.
Yeah, I certainly did.
Nice reliving those memories of, that very small space and all those people and the intense, pressure and just the body heat generated by that many people in a small room for that long a period of time.
With lights.
With very hot lights and holding heavy cameras some of the time and yeah.
Dave, you're just trying to say that you sweat. We understand.
I'm just trying to let all those, young aspiring filmmakers out there know what they're getting into.
It's hot.
Seriously though,
Wear deodorant.
yeah, but seriously, it can be fun.
It was a lot of fun, and as we did say, though, it took a lot longer than we anticipated. So we are very sorry, Bert. Thank you so much for giving us your time.
You're an amazing woman, and we're gonna make you a cake.
Yeah, we're gonna compensate you somehow with our meager funds that are meager. But thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, next time we're gonna be doing The Creature with the Atom Brain.
Yes, and then we're gonna be showing you footage from
The biggest shoot we've had.
yeah, the one shoot that was all day. It was day 3 of the shoot because we didn't have a camera behind the scenes at day 2.
Sorry.
But that's just okay because even if we did, we probably wouldn't have showed it to you because
It would have been so cut up because of spoilers that it would have just been like.
But just so you get a clue as to what you're missing, day 2 involved candles.
It was pretty awesome. It was probably one of the coolest shoots ever. Anyway, also next week, we're going to be joined with our guest star.
Our bundle of energy.
Our bundle of energy, our DP, Brad Mensch. So look forward to not only a crazy review, some cool footage, but also a ADHD adult.
And
I love you, Brad.
yeah, when Brad is in the room, we'll probably degrade into a lot of Futurama quoting, so you'll have that to look forward to.
So, we hope you enjoyed this. Take care. Good luck in whatever you want to do.
Yes, if you have half as much fun watching these podcasts as we do making them, then I kind of feel sorry for you.
Yeah. Be sure to get a hobby, and yeah. See you later. Oh, TauProductions.com.
Oh yeah, that thing. Why is it over there? Why can't it be over here, in the middle?
Website hog.
Just because you started the company and own the company and pretty much are the company doesn't mean that you get the text on your side of the screen.
I'm this.
Okay, let's talk about our fantastic lead actress, Kat. Or not. What were you going to say?
Start over again.
Okay, let's talk about our fantastic lead actress, Kat.
Yeah. About
wrong with you?
I don't know. My mind just went like, okay, let's try that one more time.
Do you want to start it off this time?
Maybe that'll help. Okay, so, no film would be complete without a protagonist. And in this case, we've done something we've never done before, which was had. That didn't make sense, did it?
No,
Anyway,
it didn't. That's why I called you out on it. Damn. Well, you need to explain these people the relationship between you and Grammar.
Okay, people. I am a duck. Quack, quack. And Grammar is like a shark. I'm a shark. I'm a duck. 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 I'm a shark. I'm a shark. That's my relationship to Grammar, ladies and gentlemen.
So basically, Grammar makes you his bitch.
Definitely.
You want me to leave that out? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if your mother's going to be watching this.
I doubt it. I don't know if she quite understands YouTube yet. My father knows YouTube, but I don't think he's going to be searching for his son.
My dad's probably going to be watching this because he reads my vlog. But
I don't think he'd really care if you said bitch.
Hi, Dad. I love you.
Bitch.
I hope you weren't calling my dad bitch.
I was calling the camera a bitch. This will be shown to no one. Ever.